and welcome back to the channel. We're all hearing about the AI revolution, right? It seems like every day there's a new tool, a new headline, a new chatbot that can write a poem or create a crazy image. But what if I told you that the real revolution isn't just about AI getting better at mimicking humans? What if the real story is that AI is starting to think? Today, we're rediving deep into the cognitive revolution in artificial intelligence. The incredible shift from simple mimicry to genuine reasoning. This isn't just about faster computers. It's about a fundamental change in what machines can do. And it's going to reshape our world in ways we're only just beginning to imagine. So, let's rewind a bit. For decades, the dominant approach in AI was what we could call mimicry. Think about the early machine learning models. They were fed massive amounts of data, pictures, text, sounds, and they learned to recognize patterns. If you showed a model 1,000,000 pictures of cats, it got really good at identifying a cat. It mimicked our ability to recognize things. This is the foundation of so much of the tech we use daily, from your phone's facial recognition to Netflix's recommendation engine. These systems are brilliant at pattern matching. They can translate languages, transcribe speech, and even generate surprisingly coherent text. But here's the key. They don't understand the meaning behind the data. They don't know what a cat is, why a sentence is funny, or the context behind a news article. They're like incredibly sophisticated parrots, repeating what they've heard without true comprehension. This approach, while powerful, has its limits. When faced with a new problem, something it hasn't seen in its training data, a mimicry-based AI often fails spectacularly. It lacks common sense, it can't reason about cause and effect, and it struggles with abstract concepts. This is where the cognitive revolution comes in. The new frontier in AI isn't just about bigger data sets. It's about building systems that can reason, plan, and understand the world in a more human-like way. We're moving from what to why. Instead of just identifying a cat in a picture, a cognitive AI might be able to reason why the cat is on the counter, inferring it's probably looking for food. This is a monumental leap. So, how are we making this leap? It involves several key areas of research. One of the biggest is the development of what are called neuro-symbolic models. This sounds complex, but the idea is simple. It combines the pattern-matching strengths of neural networks, the neuro part, with the logical reasoning capabilities of classical, symbolic AI, the symbolic part. Imagine an AI that not only sees the visual data of a chess game, but also understands the rules, the strategies, and the long-term goals. It's the difference between recognizing the pieces and actually playing the game with intent and foresight. This hybrid approach allows AI to handle ambiguity and novelty much more effectively. Another huge piece of the puzzle is causal inference. This is the ability to understand cause and effect. Humans do this instinctively. If you see wet pavement, you infer it probably rained. Traditional AI struggles with this. It might find a correlation between wet pavement and people carrying umbrellas, but it doesn't understand that the rain causes both. Researchers are now building models that can create causal maps of the world, allowing them to make predictions and decisions based on a deeper understanding of how things work. This is crucial for applications in science, medicine, and economics, where understanding the why is everything. Let's talk about the real-world impact. This isn't just academic theory. The cognitive revolution is already starting to transform industries. Take healthcare, for example. An AI that can only mimic might be able to spot anomalies on an X-ray. But a cognitive AI could go further. It could integrate the patient's entire medical history, genetic data, lifestyle factors, and the latest medical research to not only identify a problem, but also reason about its likely cause and suggest a personalized treatment plan. It becomes a diagnostic partner for the doctor, augmenting their expertise with vast reasoning power. Or think about education. Instead of a one-size-fits-all curriculum, imagine a cognitive AI tutor that understands a student's individual learning style, their specific misconceptions, and their emotional state. It could reason about why a student is struggling with a particular math concept. Is it a foundational gap? Is it a lack of confidence? And then adapt its teaching method in real time. This isn't just presenting information, it's true, personalized mentorship at scale. It could revolutionize how we learn, making education more effective and accessible for everyone. The impact on science and engineering is just as profound. Complex problems like climate change modeling, drug discovery, or developing new materials require reasoning through immense interconnected systems. A cognitive AI can act as a tireless research assistant, formulating hypotheses, designing experiments, and analyzing results in ways that go far beyond simple data crunching. It can connect dots across different scientific disciplines, potentially uncovering breakthroughs that would take human researchers decades to find. We could see an acceleration in scientific progress unlike anything in human history. Of course, with great power comes great responsibility. The rise of reasoning AI brings up some serious ethical questions. If an AI can reason, can it develop its own goals? How do we ensure its reasoning aligns with human values? A mimicry-based AI can produce biased or harmful content because it was trained on biased data. A reasoning AI could potentially arrive at harmful conclusions through its own logical processes if its foundational principles are not carefully designed. The issue of alignment, making sure advanced AI is beneficial for humanity, becomes more critical than ever. We need a global conversation about the guardrails, the regulations, and the ethical frameworks required to steer this technology in a positive direction. It's a challenge for computer scientists, but also for ethicists, policymakers, and all of us. Another significant challenge is what's known as the explainability problem. If an AI is making a critical decision, like in a medical diagnosis or a legal case, we need to know how it reached its conclusion. With simple models, this is sometimes possible. But as AI systems become more complex and capable of abstract reasoning, their thought process can become a black box. Developing methods for AI to explain its reasoning in a way that humans can understand and verify is a massive area of ongoing research. Without transparency, we can't have trust. And without trust, we can't safely integrate these powerful tools into society. So, where are we headed? The cognitive revolution in AI is still in its early days, but its trajectory is clear. We are building machines that don't just process information, but understand it. Machines that don't just follow instructions, but solve problems. This shift will create unprecedented opportunities. It will augment human intelligence, allowing us to tackle some of the world's most pressing challenges. From disease to poverty to climate change. It will unlock new forms of creativity and scientific discovery. But it also requires us to be thoughtful, proactive, and united in shaping its development. The future isn't about humans versus machines. It's about humans with machines. The cognitive AI of tomorrow won't be a replacement for human experts, but an incredibly powerful partner that amplifies our own abilities. A doctor with a cognitive AI assistant can provide better care. A scientist with a cognitive AI partner can make discoveries faster. An artist with a cognitive AI tool can explore new creative frontiers. The real promise of this revolution is the dawn of a new era of human-machine collaboration. So, the next time you hear about a new AI model, look beyond the surface-level tricks. Ask yourself, is it just mimicking, or is it starting to reason? Because that's where the real magic is happening. That's the cognitive leap that will truly define our future. Thanks so much for watching. This is a huge topic, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What part of this cognitive revolution excites you or concerns you the most? Don't forget to like this video if you found it insightful, and subscribe for more deep dives into the tech that's shaping our world. See you in the next one.